Okay, well, we are now back on the PCX and we are making our way down to Nui Beach, which is between an area known as Nui and Kata. We've just stopped off and had a bit of lunch. Well, Nat has anyway, she's had some noodles. I'm still full from breakfast. And we are currently coming down towards the roundabout in Shillong, just to give you an idea where we are on the island of Phuket. So we're going to get down to the roundabout, then we're going to make our way heading towards an area known as Rawai, and just before we get to that area we shall be turning off towards Nahal. Okay, so that is the Shillong roundabout. We've gone, well, straight over really, heading towards Rawai. Straight down here, you keep going and you will come to an area known as Rawai, and the beach area of Rawai. But we aren't going to make our way all the way down here. What we're going to do is make our way to the first set of traffic lights. We shall turn right, heading towards Nahal. Okay, these are the traffic lights I was talking about. We're going to turn right here. Apologies if the sound breaks up in places. I have to remember to make sure that when I do any commentary I'm going below 50 kilometers an hour, because anything above that it starts to break up with the wind noise on the microphone. I have tested some screens on the microphone, but it doesn't really have much effect once you get above 60 kilometers an hour. So I have to remember to keep an eye on the speed when I'm doing commentary. Sometimes I'm going a little bit faster than I realise, so that's something just to bear in mind. I will try and monitor that. But now we are heading down towards an area called Nui. Nui very well known on the island for Nui Beach, of course, and if you haven't seen that and you're interested in seeing a very, very beautiful beach here on the island of Phuket, then go to my other channel and check out Nui Beach's videos. I think I've got two on Nui, an older one and then one that's more recent. But we're not going to Nui Beach itself today. We're going to follow this road until the very bottom, and it basically comes to a junction, and we will be turning right at the junction, and that will take us along the coast road heading towards Kata. And Nui Beach is just along that coast road. It's a beach that I haven't visited myself before, so it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. Okay, we're just coming down to that junction I mentioned with the flashing traffic lights just down there. We're going to turn right down here, and that will then take us on to, or is, the coast road heading towards Kata and Karon, and Nui Beach is along that road. Parking on both sides of the road. Common practice over here, unfortunately. Okay, we are now going to take the right hand turning. This will now take us up towards Kata and Karon, as I mentioned. We're on the coast road. just going past the elephant camps now, the tourist attraction. Most of these are closed. Not quite sure. That one may be open. Not quite sure what's happening. I'm not sure. You've got the Skyline Adventure there as well. Then we've got the hill towards Kata and the Karon viewpoint. The turning that we're looking for is actually just before the Karon viewpoint, even though the Karon viewpoint overlooks Kata. Yes, I know it's a little bit confusing, but that's the way it is here. You can see Kata in the distance of the viewpoint, but it really is looking, should I say, you can see Karon in the distance of the Karon viewpoint, even though it overlooks actually Kata more than Karon. Okay, this is the turning now that we're after. See there, Nui Beach. It's a bit of a bumpy road to get to it. It's not very good because it's not tarmacked. It's mainly all dirt, and of course with all the rains we've had, it's washed in some quite heavy ruts into the ground, so it's going to be a little bit bumpy, and it's a fair way along here. It's a couple of kilometres along this trail, but you keep going and you come to the sign for Nui Beach, and I guess you have to make your way down the bank or the hill, whatever you want to call it. As I say, I've not been here before. If you want to take a look at the actual beach, then jump across onto my other channel, as I've mentioned, and you will be able to see Nui Beach there. So let's make our way to it. Oh, you can see the road's not great. So if you're coming over to Phuket, you happen to be watching my channel and you're going to be riding around, and then just take your time. Be careful, because the roads, especially when you're off the main roads, they're not always great. Sometimes they're not too bad, but sometimes they can be quite dangerous, and if you're not a confident rider, then it can catch you unawares and you can easily have an accident, which is what none of us wants. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. You do sort of have to weave around to miss the bad bits. Okay, trying to work out which is going to be the best way to go over this lot. I'm going to go this way, because the other day when I came up here I went the other side, and I don't think it was any better either side, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe, like I say, you've got to weave your way up, pick your best route. It'll possibly change in a few weeks' time when we have some more rain, so it might be totally different when you come, if you're coming, of course. Right. To the left, I think. Now originally I thought this was a restaurant here, which is quite a way off the beaten track, but I think looking at it when we came back down, I think it's somebody's house actually. Nice place to have a house if you like it to be isolated with good views. So we must have some really nice views of Kata and the Kata beach area. We're going to carry on along this trail. It runs for quite a way. I haven't been all the way to the end, but it does run quite a few kilometres, I think about 3 or 4. Some beautiful views. Check those views out. Just got to be careful that I don't like the edge of the road, because one camera's on my helmet, of course, which I'm trying to show the views with, and one's attached to the bike. But when I turn my head for the camera to be able to see the views, I can't see the road, so I've got to just be a little bit careful. I think the entrance to where we're going is just down here, I believe, if I remember right. This is, we're just coming to it now. We're going to make our way down the hill, I presume. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is... This is it, yeah. Welcome to Nui Beach. Okay, so we are here. So as I said, if you want to take a look at the beach, Nui Beach, then jump over to my other channel. I'm going to now knock off all the cameras. I hope you've enjoyed this video, the ride around today. As I say, check out my other channel if you're interested in that. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.